Hello, how's everyone doing? So, today I'm going to talk about a practice that I didn't want to do, a tantric practice, but I accidentally did it. And this practice changed my life for the better. I was going in circles and circles and circles, not having a purpose, not having any goals, like visible goals, not having any joy for life, not having much hope for the future. I wasn't the saddest person on the planet, but when you have a zeal, you have a goal, you're excited for your work, you're excited for what you're going to make from the work, you're excited for the money you're building. I had none of that. And there was one practice that I did that changed everything for me. And yeah, we are going to talk about it today. So, this is a tantric practice that was started somewhere in the 11th century. And this is a Buddhist practice. It's called Chod. It literally means cutting through anything that is very earthbound, very egocentric. In my journey, what I did was I was going through a phase where I was not liking my job. And I mean, I was, but I didn't show up like I wanted to. I was very interested in that job in the beginning. And over the years, the enthusiasm just went down and down and down. And I didn't know what happened because I'm a very enthusiastic, very hyper kind of a student who's always ready to learn. And since my enthusiasm went down, I just saw 1, 2, 3 in the timer. I knew something was up. I knew the career wasn't for me. And these are the times where it happened naturally to me. I slowly lost interest, and a day came when I was laid off. I was sad, and I was sad from I saw 1, 4, 3 on the timer. I was sad from the human perspective, like what will my identity be if I don't have a job? And I quickly went into finding another job. And I realized that I did not have the energy. I wasted so much of my energy into this job, into this career, that I lost all of my energy, all of my zeal to look for another job. And the only thing that was left during that time was to just give up and rest. And that's what I did. But majorly, my life was still feeling like shit. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't want to rest. And I just wanted to get back to like going back to interviews. But I did not have the energy for a whole month. I did not have the energy. So I had to rest. I knew this was a signal from divine that I had to rest. You know, no matter how much you feel that a certain job is for you, a certain career, a certain lifestyle is for you, sometimes your body will tell you that it's not. Sometimes your body will give up before you do. And then your mind follows. And then you have no other choice but to give up. And that's what I did. So during that difficult time when I had to leave a location where I was earning really well, I was in a very stable career. I could have gotten another job if I wanted to, but my will to find a job died. Literally died. I did not feel like looking at my resume. I did not want to get into another job, even though my egocentric self was asking me, was screaming at me to get another job. Like, what will my identity be in the society if I tell them I'm jobless? What will I tell to my future partner that I'm jobless? It's not a very good standing in the society when you don't earn, when you are not independent, when you don't work. Your identity just falters away. What are you without your job? What are you without a career? What are you without a university? An identity. What are you? What are you? So during that time, I also used to make decisions or take help from tarot. I just saw 1414 on the timer. I also used to take help from tarot cards to make decisions. And I know that's not a very practical way to look at life, and don't do it. That's not a practical advice. But I usually get accurate results. And I have a Buddhist gods and goddesses tarot, oracle cards actually. And there's this one card. This is one card that says Chod. Only one card. And let me check how many cards are there in the deck. Hold on. There are some 50 cards in the deck. And I said to myself, I knew the meaning of that card. That literally means leaving or cutting through whatever 505 on a timer, whatever joins you or gives you identity using your egocentric self, which was my career. So I just was experimenting with the cards and I said, if this particular card comes out, if the chode practice card comes out, I'm going to quit whatever I'm doing and I'm not going to try anymore. And out of those 50 cards, I shuffled once, one card flipped out. And you won't believe it, it was this card. It was the chode card, practicing chode. It literally is saying extend your awareness to the energetic edges or boundaries of the universe. Life is not limited to a job, to a career, to paying taxes, to going to a certain university, to earning a certain lifestyle or money. Life is beyond that. It's beyond universes. If and only if you give up on that circle of life, earning something, paying bills, and in earning something, paying bills, paying taxes, whatever that is, rat race, the matrix, only when you dare to come out of that, only when you dare to leave that, will you be connecting to other entities, other universes, other possibilities. This is a very, very strong statement that I'm making right now. Only when you give up, only when you leave anything that attaches you to egocentric self, and only when you detach from that, only when you open your mind to other universes through meditation, through some other practice, only then will you be able to find another universe, another possibility, another life for yourself, for the better. And in the actual reality of things in the 3D world, this will seem like the stupidest step you can take because suddenly you don't have money, suddenly you don't have a career, suddenly you don't have an identity in the society, and people will look at you like you are an idiot. But let me tell you one thing. You are opening yourself up to other universes and other possibilities. Now read the card, read this card and see if any of the definition, if any of the words that are written here may make sense to you in some way, and that inspires you to do something that you have never thought of doing before. So I'm reading it now. A practitioner sits down to do her sadhana. Playing her drum, she becomes lulled into another state, eyes closed. She forgets herself and her mind is transported to another realm and is transported to another realm. She visualizes dancing skeletons and a fence of flames, vast worlds, and expansive light filled skies full of gods and goddesses, huge as mountains. Their many hands each hold and implement with a world of meaning unto itself. Streams of offerings flow from cups, ghostly spirits show up in the shadows, millions of Dakinis are demons, like flickering flames fill the air. The practitioner opens herself up to the universe and asks to connect to the energies of other side of what her mind can understand. She steadies herself in the midst of the fierce one's thunder and snarls, or if they are sweet, tries to keep her seat. It's equally difficult to look into brilliant eyes full of so much love that they melt your heart. Holding steady, she keeps a theme in her mind, a wish for healing the illness, to grow as a person, or maybe just to understand. Before civilization invented the idea of going to school and getting diplomas, the Buddhists figured out another way to prepare for life. Meditation, visualizations, and pujas or prayers are little like going to college. They are advanced study for the mind in preparation for further work. All the visualizations and the text to be memorized are for the purpose of training the mind to become steady and strong. After this stage, the real training begins. Once you leave everything, trust me, that's when you have broken the chains to the material world. But that's when your real training also begins, because now you have to figure out what you are. I just saw 222 on the timer. What you are, what you really want to do. And to be in that state, to be in the state of alignment, you really have to give your body, your mind, and your soul enough rest and peace and calm to figure this out itself. You don't guide it to become an astronaut tomorrow. You don't guide it to become a doctor tomorrow. You just let it be. What is your mind asking? What is your body craving? What do you want? Is it rest? Is it going towards a certain field? Is it wanting to tend to children? Is it wanting to tend to yourself? Is it attracted towards psychology? What is it? Something will come to you. You will be attracted to certain things, arts, geography, whatever that is. Your mind will always gravitate to things that it is most familiar with in the past life, or what it already is good at. Your mind will automatically go towards that field. And you have to give yourself that space. And the only way to do that is by getting away from the matrix. It's a very difficult practice, especially in today's world where everybody wants a certain lifestyle, certain amount of money in the bank account, certain amount of, you know, getting married by a certain age, whatever that is. The goals of the society, the goals of the egocentric world, that I want this much money, this car, this house, this wife, this husband by this age. And if I don't accomplish it, I'm a failure. You are not. You're not here to prove 5, 10 things to 5, 10 people who don't even like you, your relatives, your family. All of this is nonsense. You came alone and you are going to go alone. Your family is not going to go with you. Your family did not come with you. You have nothing to prove to nobody. You owe nobody an explanation. Although this is, I'm saying it like it's very easy to say, but I know things are very difficult in the outside world. You cannot just go and tell your parents, you know what, I'm quitting my job, I'm leaving everything and I'm doing whatever. Because they have certain goals in their mind and they want you to achieve it more than you want to achieve it. So I know we are a part of a very difficult, very rigid world who doesn't want to change because there is fear. And this practice specifically aims to tackle the fear, to cut through the fear of life. What if I lose a job? Let's go towards that. Let's lose that job and see where it takes you. What happens if you don't have an income? Let's go there. Let's do it. What's the worst that can happen? Do you not believe in yourself? Do you not know that if you have flown once, you'll fly again? Do you not know that? This is not a suggestion. I'm just saying, if you want to be somewhere and you're not happy where you are, if you don't have the joy in your heart, and you can always say you're happy if you can afford restaurants, if you can afford a certain lifestyle, you'll be like, yeah, I have everything. I don't have to, I don't have to leave anything. I'm happy. And maybe you are. But this is for people who are doing everything right in their life, and still don't feel like they're going somewhere or achieving anything. This is for you guys. Do you want to continue or do you want to take a chance? And I'm not saying this as a motivational speaker or whatever, but if you want to experience other universes, magic in your life, you have to give up on the matrix. You have to leave this shithole and see what it brings to you. If there's another possibility, if there's other realms that are open to you. And yeah, strong words. I just got a notification. I'll check it now. Use this notification. So that was the whole video. Let me know if it made sense. Let me know if it opened certain parts of your brain, if you are open to thinking more, if it tickled parts of your brain that were very closed off and were stuck in the matrix. Let's think beyond what's normal. Why not experiment? Why not? All right, that's all I had for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye.